What happened when a woman married to China's most powerful CEO discovered he hadn't uttered a single word in over 20 years, until the day she made him speak, and everything changed? Before we begin this animated Chinese story, hit the subscription button. Mr. Shen, would you like me to prepare some tea? The young servant's voice trembled as she addressed the imposing figure seated near the antique rosewood desk, his silhouette framed against the floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking the classical gardens. Sir, I deeply apologize. I failed to train her adequately. I'll escort her out this instant. Xiaoya stood frozen, her pulse racing. The rules had been made abundantly clear during her morning orientation. Mr. Shen treasures silence above all else. Unless he indicates otherwise, no one initiates conversation. This is non-negotiable. You won't need to return tomorrow, the head housekeeper declared, her tone as sharp as winter frost. Dismissed. On her very first day. Hours later, Xiaoya wandered through the vast corridors of the Shen family's West Wing, her new residence following her arranged marriage. The marriage had been orchestrated by their families, a transaction devoid of affection. A union bound by tradition rather than tenderness. Is anyone here? She whispered into the darkness, her voice echoing off marble floors. Am I hearing things now? She wondered, shaking her head at her own paranoia. Sleep proved impossible. Her mind churned with anxiety and determination. Since rest was futile, she retrieved her phone and began researching. Individuals with selective mutism require family support, consistent presence, and continuous communication. The medical articles emphasized. Communication, that was something she could provide. Back in university, she'd talked so persistently to her severely withdrawn roommate that the girl had eventually opened up completely. If she could help her husband overcome this condition and become the Shen family's savior, she'd never again face the terrifying prospect of financial hardship that had haunted her childhood. The next morning, Xiaoya encountered her husband properly for the first time in the sunlit breakfast room. Her breath caught. Handsome didn't begin to describe him. His features were carved with artistic precision, high cheekbones, intense eyes, an air of controlled power that radiated from every calculated movement. How could someone this magnificent be difficult to live with? She thought, even as reality whispered warnings. Their marriage was arranged, emotionless, transactional. The sole advantage, they wouldn't interfere with each other's lives. Would you like to share breakfast together today? She asked brightly. No response. He didn't even glance up from his newspaper. You can't function properly on an empty stomach. How can you skip eating? If you don't take care of yourself, what will happen to us? Still nothing. He must be extremely shy. She rationalized. I'll simply ask multiple times. Would you like to eat together? Please, it would mean so much. Just this once. Come on. Just madam, please. Give sir some space. Mrs. Chen, the elderly cook, called from the doorway. Come and eat. Xiaoya blinked. Mrs. Chen, I'll assist you in the kitchen, she said quickly, following the older woman out. The cook muttered under her breath, what is that girl planning? This household has suddenly become unbearably noisy. That evening at dinner, Xiaoya couldn't contain herself. Wow, this soup is absolutely incredible. It's so fresh and flavorful. I could practically weep with joy. Across the table, Shen Zimo's jaw tightened almost imperceptibly. How can one person possibly have this much to say? He wondered. This dish is spectacular too. Hey, wait a moment, we rarely see each other, and since you're home today, how about we chat for a little while? The servants exchanged concerned glances. Has madam lost her mind? Chat is such a sensitive word, yet she just mentioned it so casually. Xiaoya squared her shoulders. Be confident, I said, let's chat for a bit. To her surprise, Shen Zimo reached for a pen and paper. He wrote, how should we chat? Wow, you're so brilliant. You even thought of such a creative solution. She'd read online that understanding men meant understanding children praise them abundantly, and they'll respond positively. How many days each month are you in such a devastatingly handsome man who cannot speak, she thought with genuine sadness. What a challenge, he wrote. All the days I'm not traveling for business. Well, he's so extraordinarily handsome. I'd accept him with all his challenges, she mused. One final question. Will you find my constant talking annoying? Madam, isn't that stating the obvious? The servants thought in unison. Zemo hesitated, then shook his head slightly. I knew it. Xiaoya beamed. Then let's go to sleep. As she walked away, she thought, no wonder the previous arrangement didn't work out. A man you can admire, but never truly reach, that would be challenging. But there's no rush. If we can share the same room tonight, we can share the same bed tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow. The following weeks at her television production company proved challenging. Her colleague Meili had harbored resentment ever since Xiaoya had been promoted to the position Meili had coveted. If you ask me, some people who aren't qualified for their jobs should simply go home, instead of lingering here, occupying space while accomplishing nothing, Meili announced loudly during lunch break. Are you feeling unwell? Xiaoya asked innocently. Resting during lunch break is perfectly normal. You should take care of yourself when you have time. Say that again? Meili has always held a grudge against you for taking her position, Xiaoya's friend Lian whispered. That's why she constantly targets you. Xiaoya's phone vibrated. Her heart skipped when she saw the name, Shen Zi. Well, technically, it read Shen Corporation, her husband's massive business empire. An idea struck her. Actually, I've already contacted Shen Corporation. Very soon, Mr. Shen will personally visit to evaluate our projects. I suggest none of you make any mistakes. Meili's face paled visibly. Later that afternoon, Xiaoya's fingers hovered over her phone. What kind of contact name was Shen Corporation? That didn't suit her wonderful husband at all. She renamed it, My Incredibly Handsome, Extraordinarily Wealthy, Devastatingly Gorgeous Husband. Perfect. She typed, My gorgeous husband, free to grab some barbecue. Her eyes widened in surprise. How did I send what I was actually thinking? Her phone rang immediately. Hello. What time do you finish work? Can we get barbecue? My treat, she said quickly, trying to sound casual. At Shen Corporation headquarters, Zemo sat in a board meeting. Mr. Shen, that concludes the quarterly report, his CFO announced. Working late, Zemo wrote on a note to his assistant. He gave me such a serious look. I hope I didn't make an error, the CFO thought, feeling concerned. Meeting dismissed. Alone in his office, Zemo stared at his phone. Am I being too distant? She's my wife in name only, after all. It's acceptable to get to know her somewhat. He scrolled through her social media. Within 1 week, she'd posted 3 Best of the Year award celebrations. My husband is so handsome. So incredibly handsome. I'm literally in awe. Talkative and perpetually energetic, excessively outgoing. She and I exist in completely different worlds. He thought. Yet he found himself liking one particular post-an anime illustration. My wonderful husband actually liked my post. Xiaoya noticed immediately. He only liked this specific one. Could it be he enjoys this anime too? She began sending him videos, dozens of them. When she returned home that evening, she bounced with excitement. Honey, you're back. Did you watch all the videos I sent? Did you watch them? Did you? Zemo felt overwhelmed. No one had ever dared message him so frequently. I finished them all, he wrote. I married her myself. Can't get frustrated. He reminded himself. Do you only like this particular style? I have versions in numerous other styles. Want to watch them together? Can you handle it? He wrote. Of course. For things I genuinely like, no matter how much there is, I'd gladly experience it. You too, right? Something shifted in Zemo's chest. Her being like this is partially because of me. We've been married 3 months, and still haven't connected properly. Never mind, we can watch them together sometime. Yes. How about tonight? No, tonight's too soon. Oh, right, I forgot. You're incredibly busy. Hey, I'm not complaining. You understand what I mean, right? My little chatterbox, he thought with unexpected fondness. She clearly wants to connect, but still respects my boundaries. It's my responsibility to try harder. That night at dinner, Xiaoya prepared his favorite dish. Tonight's braised fish isn't bad, right? I prepared it myself, you know. By the way, I heard Dr. Wang comes for your treatment every month. I'll accompany you next time. Experts emphasize that family cooperation is extremely important. The word family hung in the air between them. Did he agree or not? Xiaoya wondered, watching for any sign. Mrs. Chen later whispered to another servant, when it comes to Sir's treatment, he never permits anyone to interfere. Not even the old master inquires about it, fearing it might trigger difficult memories. Isn't Mr. Shen's selective mutism something from childhood? Oh dear, I haven't mopped the kitchen floor yet. I should go now. Xiaoya overheard fragments of this conversation. It seems I first need to discover the genuine reason for Zemo's selective mutism before I can find the appropriate solution. At work, the pressure intensified. How much longer must we stay late to please our client? Someone complained. If we can secure Shen Corporation's investment, what's a little extra effort? Mealy snapped. I see you're all just unmotivated. Selective mutism requires abundant companionship, Xiaoya remembered. I haven't been seeing much of Zemo lately. Wouldn't all my previous efforts be wasted? What are you doing? Lian asked. Going home to work from there, and accompany my husband. The moment he turns his head, he'll see me by his side. Perfect. That evening Xiaoya set up her laptop in Zemo's study. He glanced back 6 times, each time finding her there, working quietly but present. Could he be secretly observing me? She wondered, turning up the volume on her conference call. Let this quiet man experience the charm of animated conversation. Where can you find a wife as perfect as me? I'm practically a walking selective mutism solution. Please keep it down. Let me finish my work, Zemo finally wrote. The next day brought chaos. Everyone. Shen Corporation is coming for inspection today. They intend to support one of our company's projects, but which one they'll choose depends entirely on their evaluation. This is challenging. Lian rushed to Xiaoya. Our team's promotional video has a technical problem, and our important client will be here any minute. What are we going to do? Mr. Shen, we're deeply honored by your presence. I apologize for not greeting you at the entrance, the director said warmly. Shen Zemo entered the building like a force of nature, tall, imposing, radiating authority. Every employee fell silent. Mr. Shen, this is the project proposal. Xiaoya's team huddled around their malfunctioning computer. Is it a file problem or an equipment problem? You don't understand anything about this, so please step aside, Mealy said sharply. Who are you dismissing? Xiaoya responded. In my previous role, I also studied this field. A small problem like this is completely manageable for me. She dove into the technical work, her fingers flying across the keyboard. The corrupted file resisted her efforts. The backup USB drive refused to open. No problem, I'll handle it. You go ahead. As she worked, she felt eyes on her. She glanced up. Asterisk, it's her. It's her, asterisk, Zemo thought, his chest tightening unexpectedly. Mr. Shen, actually this Project Planet's target audience isn't limited to... The presenter faltered, noticing where Zemo's attention had fixed. Asterisk, that's Mrs. Shen. Asterisk, the assistant realized with surprise. Asterisk, just 3 months ago, Mr. Shen looked at Mrs. Shen with such formality. Why is he so focused now? Asterisk. Xiaoya succeeded in recovering the file. Fixed it, Xiaoya, you're amazing, Lian cheered. Asterisk, my wonderful husband, why are you here? Asterisk, Xiaoya thought, her heart racing. She deliberately avoided his gaze, pretending not to recognize him in this professional setting. The presentation concluded successfully. As Xiaoya gathered her materials, Mealy muttered, how bold of her to try to impress Mr. Shen. She doesn't understand her place. Outside, Xiaoya found a luxury car, waiting license plate. Su A, ba 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 ba. The Shen family's exclusive plates. Her phone buzzed. The boss has been waiting for you for 3 hours. Please hurry. I knew it. My wonderful husband does care about me. She slid into the car. Are you waiting for me so we can return together? Zemo wrote. No, just passing by. I knew it. You definitely came here specifically to wait for me. Honey, you're absolutely the best. Can't Mrs. Shen read social cues? How interesting, the driver thought. One doesn't speak, the other speaks endlessly. What a unique pair. I'll forgive you for being too busy to spend time with me yesterday, Xiaoya announced cheerfully. Days later, Lian burst into Xiaoya's workspace. Our project got invested. 80 million yuan for exclusive naming rights. The station director gave it an S+ rating directly. S+? Who's the sponsor? Shen Corporation. Your sponsor husband. Several colleagues overheard Mrs. Shen calling him sponsor husband. That's quite affectionate. Mr. Shen, your vision is truly that of a business genius. With such foresight and insight, you have extraordinary perception. The director praised enthusiastically. Mrs. Shen's way with words is remarkable. The staff marveled. That evening, as they prepared for the family dinner, Xiaoya asked, for the past few days, you've been sleeping on the small bed. Let's sleep in the large bed tonight. Zemo's pen hesitated over the paper. It's fine, it's fine. We have all the time in the world. I shouldn't rush things. That night, Zemo woke from a troubling dream rain. Confusion, a difficult memory from long ago. Zemo, what's wrong? Don't be concerned. I'm with you. Xiaoya was beside him instantly. When I used to have troubling dreams, my mother would sing to me. She began humming softly, a traditional lullaby. For the first time in 20 years, Shen Zemo felt safe. The family dinner at the ancestral Shen estate was an elaborate affair. Grandfather Shen presided over the table like a benevolent elder. Xiaoya, my dear child, you're here. Come play chess with grandfather. No need, grandfather. I'll just watch you play here and chat with you for a while. Good, come in. As they settled in, Grandfather Shen studied the old photographs on the wall. Xiaoya noticed one in particular. Grandfather, who are these people in the picture? Oh, this is a group photograph from when your great-grandfather and the first enlisted in the army together. This is my own grandfather. Look at this fellow in the front row. That's old Commander Shen. He was barely 20 when he joined us. And the most handsome one in the back row, that's me. Naturally. I recognized you immediately. You were so handsome. Back in those days, he and I faced many difficulties together, including a time when we were floating down the river for 3 days and 3 nights after a difficult situation. We were desperately hungry. He took out the only piece of compressed biscuit he had and offered it to me. He even claimed he had another one. But I was perceptive. I broke off a small piece, took that compressed biscuit that had gotten wet, and said, let's pretend this is braised pork belly. Take a bite, and it's a mouthful of delicious richness. Xiaoya smiled warmly. Your grandfather was quite thoughtful arranging this childhood engagement. He just wanted me to come here every day and eat braised pork belly with you. So you should eat a few more bowls. Okay, I'll definitely eat the braised pork belly for grandfather and finish every last bite. The meal progressed warmly. Grandfather Shen beamed. Xiaoya replied okay to me through text message. I really didn't choose the wrong granddaughter-in-law. That child is gentle and quiet, and she's even improved your temperament. Quiet, the servants thought with amusement. Weeks passed. The therapeutic sessions with Dr. Wang continued. But progress remained gradual until one particular evening when Xiaoya accompanied Zemo. Today, we're conducting gradual exposure therapy. The goal is to provide counseling for his past difficult experiences, Dr. Wang explained. As the session intensified, Zemo's breathing became labored. He seemed extremely resistant, his hands clenching. Please stop, Xiaoya insisted. Maintain observation. This is a crucial stage, Dr. Wang countered. No, I need to help. Xiaoya moved to Zemo's side. Don't be concerned. I'll sing for you. Her voice, gentle and unwavering, filled the room. Dr. Wang's eyes widened. After so much therapy, it's the first time I've seen Mr. Shen's lips move. This is an urge to speak. Perhaps the key lies with you, madam? Through continued therapy, His emotional responses might be key to his treatment. Emotional responses. How can I possibly help create positive emotional moments? The answer came unexpectedly at a high society dinner party weeks later. Zemo had accepted an invitation to a French cuisine event, something he never did. Is it formal? Do I need to wear an evening gown? Shalyaha had asked. A simple meal, casual, he'd written, though they both knew better. At the party, Shalya overheard whispered conversations in various dialects. Fortunately, she understood several. What's the use of looking sweet? She's clearly just inexperienced. But it's such a situation, being with someone from the Shen family who doesn't speak. How challenging, what do you mean? He's the one controlling the Shen family empire. So what if he's powerful? So what if his business thrives? He still doesn't speak. Shalya's determination strengthened. Are you talking about my husband? The woman froze. You can understand what we're saying. Listen carefully. I speak for my husband. It's not your place to comment. If you're not satisfied, please excuse yourselves. I heard you've been desperately trying to help him speak. That's quite ambitious. How could someone who hasn't spoken possibly speak? Wishful thinking. Say that again. I said your husband doesn't speak. Someone who? Please be respectful. The confrontation escalated. He's not unable to speak. He can speak. He just has selective mutism. Then make him speak. Whether he speaks or not is his personal choice. It has nothing to do with you. What choice? I think he just can't speak. He Shalya. The voice cut through the noise like a gentle breeze. Deep, resonant, unmistakable. Come here. Every person in the vicinity fell silent. Shalya's eyes filled with emotion as she turned. Shen Zemo stood there, his expression protective and caring, his hand extended toward her. How can a voice be so beautiful? You mean he's speaking? Someone whispered. Not fully recovered, but it's definitely a significant sign. If it happens once, it'll happen again, another murmured. Later, Grandfather Shen asked, so what was the first thing he said? He called my name, Xiaoyaya replied, her voice thick with emotion. Oh, excellent. He's inherited my style, the style of a devoted husband. It's only for someone you truly care about that you will naturally call out their name. The weeks that followed brought gradual but steady progress. Zemo spoke sparingly, but each word was chosen with care. Each sentence was a gift. One rainy evening, as they walked through the garden, Zemo finally shared his story. They were no longer with us after a difficult situation. I was 6 years old, or maybe 7, I can't quite remember. It was also a rainy day like this. They had a serious disagreement. My mother was extremely upset. The situation became very difficult. Shalya's hand tightened in his. I kept calling for help. Then, I was in a difficult situation and fell into the pond. After that, I didn't want to speak anymore. I only learned later that my mother was struggling emotionally. She had challenges after my brother arrived. If only I had known earlier. The weather forecast says tomorrow will be beautiful weather. The day after tomorrow, but the day after that, there will be heavy rain, Shalya said softly. But this time, I'll be with you. I'll keep you company watching television. I'll keep you company playing games. Whether you want to or not, I'll be there with you. After this rain passes, the weather will clear up completely. You need to recover completely this time. Months later, their variety show achieved phenomenal success. The premiere data shattered records. If we don't throw a celebration, it wouldn't be appropriate, Leanne declared. The entire team gathered at a restaurant. Toasts were raised to Shivia to the project, to Shung Corporation's support. But Shalyar's attention was elsewhere. Her phone buzzed with a news alert about travel safety concerns. Her concern grew intense. She called him frantically. No answer. Again. No answer, Zemo. Please be safe. Please come back quickly. Emotion overwhelmed her as she called repeatedly. Then, a hand on her shoulder. She whirled around. Zemo stood there, very much safe. Concern etched across his handsome features. Why are you so emotional? Why are you concerned? She said with relief. I finished my work early, so I changed to the earliest available option to return. You were worried about me. Yes. You made me so concerned. I called you so many times, but you didn't answer. Safety is so important. Don't you know that? Okay, if you're worried, I'll be more careful. I won't put myself at risk. And don't you go letting your imagination create unnecessary worry. He pulled her close. You don't think I'm being unreasonable, do you? She shook her head against his chest. Of course not, he said softly, his voice still rare and precious. Because I care about you very much. Very, very much. Xiaoya looked up at him, her emotion transforming into a radiant smile. What a coincidence, Sima. I care about you too. Very, very much. I care about you so incredibly much. He kissed her then, in the middle of the crowded restaurant, uncaring of the surprised witnesses. When they finally broke apart, he whispered against her lips. Finally. This time there won't be any challenges we can't overcome. Only us. Only this. And for the first time in over 20 years, Shen Zimo smiled truly, completely, unreservedly smiled, because he had finally found his voice, and the woman who had helped him discover it again.